Hello, my name's Nikki, and thanks for tuning in. Fall means different things to a lot of us. Heck, in Montana, it practically means winter. But most of us can agree that curling up at the good book is a favorite fall/winter activity. For over a decade, each November, the Historical Museum at Fort Missoula hosts a huge book sale to raise funding for all the important educational programs and ways that the museum connects our community. But this year, the book sale, like many events, like most events, is different. So in the spirit of pivoting and playing the hand we've got, your museum team has decided to bring the books to you virtually with an online book sale. And to make it fun for all of us missing the sale, we will be reading you some of our favorite finds from the book sale and beyond. So kick back, enjoy, and to support the cause, head over to fortmissoulamuseum.org to support history by buying books. Again, that's fortmissoulamuseum.org to support history today. Now, this is a fun book that I'm going to read to you. In the spirit of fall/winter and the extreme amounts of snow we've already seen on the ground this year, I feel like we're all ready for a little bit of Christmas cheer. So I'm going to read everybody a Christmas classic. This round, we're going to be reading The Night Before Christmas. I don't think this needs much introduction. I think most people have heard this story, and if you haven't, get ready because it's a classic. And you'll be reading this one to your kitties, your dogs, your fur friends, your parents, your loved ones, your kiddos, from here on out. So again, this book actually is available at the book sale. So if you want to check that out, you can get your hands on this book sale or this book yourself at fortmissoulamuseum.org for more information. You can also find the Fort Missoula Museum on Facebook. Lots of good tips and tricks there, great treats. So keep an eye on the Facebook page. And I think without further ado, let's dive right in. The Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children all nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast on the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 18 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all! As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. Those cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. and laying his finger aside on his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." That was The Night Before Christmas, and if you loved it as much as I did, you can get this book, the Fort Missoula Museum's online virtual book sale this year. So head over to fortmissoulamuseum.org/virtual book sale to get your hands on a copy of this and tons of other great books. I encourage you to support your community this holiday season. Give back where you can and support your neighbors. We all need it. Stay strong, Missoula. Support history today at fortmissoulamuseum.org. I'm Nikki. Thank you so much.